sorry. I always forget that this has an auto-muting microphone. I think that this is a great improvement over Dark Souls, at least, when it comes to having like an open world where you can explore different types of bosses. The bosses are more unique in this game than any of the other ones. I really like the bosses in Bloodborne and how it had a narrow pathway that you could go and explore other areas, which was their kind of beginning lean into this. This has been really, really fun, actually. I'm still not sure about quite a few things, but I'm feeling like I'm learning a lot. I'm not showing everything 24/7, but I'm trying to show enough to give in a general idea, at least. 55, 31. I actually found that some of the NPCs in my game are dead, and I'm not sure how that happens. Maybe it works like Bloodborne and or the other Dark Souls games where they die naturally if you miss their quest line. I am finding the game very difficult. Playing as pure strength. I need to add faith or sorcery. I cannot even touch some bosses. Actually, I don't have any sorcery in my build. I started at level 0, and I'm doing just fine with just having the blank stats of vigor, endurance, and strength. But I am using some cheap tactics when it comes to some of the game. I'm using specific ashes on my character. They're not actually in this menu. I think they're called Blood of War ashes. I got it when I was exploring some of the minor sections and castles. I didn't have to beat a boss or anything to get them, but I defeated one of the Stormdale Knights, I think they're called. The Greater Knights that actually was using it against me. Shit, I didn't mean to use an Estus Blast, not an Estus Blaster, it's a really here. But, yeah. So, I can use some of the cheaper tactics of blood over having sorcery. And I don't need the sorcery to be able to summon stuff like these wolves to help me fight. That's all the wolves dead. So evidently there is a blood splash, which is interesting. So can I summon the wolf back? No, I cannot. I was gonna stuck there anyway. So it is trying to limit how much I can use for attacks, which is interesting. Back up. I'd say a lot of this is just learning the attacks. I finally beat the NPC invader inside the bottom of the ground table. And found some Easter eggs when I was exploring a little bit more. There's quite a few bosses that I would say that I found that I can't touch either. I used other players to help me beat Margot. Margit. Whatever you want to call it, and I was joking about online the Elden Ring group that I joined that's on Facebook that they should have had Margot Martindale just be the whole Margaret boss, you know, the actor that was in BoJack Horseman and some of the other comedic comedies that were on TV. I'm also finding a strength build. I need a shield. A lot of that's just exploring caves. Caves are going to have minor bosses, while the outer world has the bigger bosses, is what I'm finding. Let's see. For the map that... I've looked at it on a wider scale. I've also listened to tips about how to go about this game. Most of the tips either suggest going north to begin with, which heads up to Margot, but they don't want you to beat your head against a wall to try and beat a boss that you're not ready for. Um, what I would suggest myself is actually going south down here, and finding some of these churches. There's no shame in looking up where some of these churches are, because each and every one of those churches have a sacred tier that makes your healing flask a little better every time you go about it. If you're looking for some of the golden tree seeds, I just stumble upon them naturally as you go through the game. It's a little easier that way. I wonder if a sorcerer would be better. Summon a sorcerer back here. And then it can long range attack instead of being up close. About 600 damage to you all in a row and you did stun. Alarming. Didn't even bleed, and I'm using the bleeding effect weapon. Some of the time I'm using my shield to block and I'm still taking the full amount of damage too, which I wasn't running into that problem with Dark Souls or Bloodborne. Your guardians are attacking me too. I finally beat the dragon that's on the main lake, but I ran into a problem of I don't know where the altar is for the dragon stuff. I figured there would be one, just based on how other games are, but I'm not sure where the base altar is for it. I might have to summon an actual NPC to help me. Not an NPC, another player to help me with this. I think I'm gonna come back to it later. I think it's Agil is the dragon's name that's on the main lake. You can actually defeat it from... I got mauled at night by some dark knight. I want to try and fight him again, though. Do you know where he was located? I got invaded by an NPC the other day, which was annoying. Because I hadn't used anything that actually was for online tactics. And I still got nailed by an NPC. Invader. All of the NPC invaders that I've come across, though, I've been able to beat them. Eventually. I would say that some of them took me multiple tries, but I haven't been truly stuck on any of the invaders yet. Except for the one that was in the round table. Took me a long time. Guiding Gatekeeper for returning to the roots. Oh. Returning to the tree, it means. Yeah, I don't want to go back to the tree, but thanks. I also beat 2 bosses at the Weeping Evergals. I think they're side quest bosses, but I don't know. All of your invaders are going to be NPC invaders because solo players can not invade other players unless you use a certain object. I think I have the certain object. I think that's what this is. Sends a hostile sign to summoning pools. Creates a summon sign for competitive multiplayer. I'm level 27, so I am moving up through the game, I guess. I didn't realize that I was leveling up that much. But I am just foraging a lot and selling items to level up some of the time. I have to figure out where I'm gonna go now next, since I'm stuck there. See, this is the other problem I was facing, is I didn't know where to go. Because a lot of these bosses are legitimately hard, and once you get stuck and stumped, you're not sure where to explore next. I beat the Morn Grave boss with some online help. I found Godric. I'm not sure if you saw that either, but Godric, which Valen, the guy at the beginning, tries to direct you towards, is actually past Margot or Margaret. So there's that. I don't think I'm prepared to go to Caelid yet, but I might try some of the areas that are actually over there. Did I make it through Gate? I don't know if I made it through this tunnel. I'm gonna start here and start moving that way. I tried to avoid the trapped treasure chests too, so that I didn't have a bunch of basically different areas that I was unprepared for that I could teleport to. Kill it is hard as hell. That's what everybody says. But if I can get some of the storyline stuff going and get some special items, it might be nice. I went around back of Stormvale Castle, and it seems that a part of it is a part of the round table, or it has the round table symbol. And I got a special item that was... not that. Was this. And it says it's a yellowing, oozing eyeball of infirm. The surface is shriveled and the inside is squishy, not unlike an overripe ripe grape. Give to the blind maiden to guide her distant light. But I went back to the what I believe to be the blind maiden after I delivered her message to her father, and she was dead. So there's nothing I can do about that. I suspect you may be able to bring them back eventually. Before you progress further, after Margaret's castle, you want to load up some stone keys. Cool treasure in that place. I have tons of them. I actually bought tons of them off stream. Well, I had tons of them. I've been using them. I went back and also beat a side quest boss that's Scarlet Rot, and I don't want it. A side quest boss that was I think it was Mariner, or something like that. It's a boss that floats around in some water and summons some skeletons that you're required to have a holy blade to be able to permanently defeat. Which I don't have, but I've seen you did. I guess I'm not going to defeat those, because they're not worth it to defeat for the amount of runes that they give me. There's too many of them. If I had something that was more widespread, like a magic attack that could attack more than one at once, it would be easier. Seemingly you can only use the summoning bell when you're defeating bosses too, and not all the bosses allow you to have help, as far as I can tell. The number one thing that I got from the Mariner was the death route that I talked about before. That allowed me to go through a portal to a different area that was somewhere. Faded Ender Leaf Flower. Oh yeah, I always forget that that's a thing in this. area. So I've been to the tree that's over here too. Each tree seems to have one of those avatar minor bosses that kind of guards the main tree. I use the wolves mostly, but the militiamen are useful when they are killed. To come back to life, prevent the bosses not pound them into the ground. Yeah, I kind of figured. Another church? Tell them ruins. It's not a church, then. Also, inside of the round table, once I defeated the NPC invader, I came down to explore that area a little bit more and found that there's a dead body on one of the beds that has scarlet rot right in this area. I'm not sure what the significance is, but it was there. Oh, hi. I didn't mean to. I'm just gonna... Nope. If it was one of them, I'd attempt to beat it, but it's 3 of them in a row, so that's not happening. I was looking for a discernible landmark to head towards. That would certainly be one. So, let's use the horse to get there faster. Is this back the way I came? I should probably check. I can't check because something's pursuing me. Sounds like it's a good thing I got moving then. Ooh, items. Always. Pick up items. So there's several spots in the game where you can get a bunch of runes from those areas. Oof, chasm. Glad I looked before I left. This looks like a possible jump that I can make though. Okay. Grail's Dragon Barrow. I defeated one dragon, but I doubt I can defeat another. I will explore the place though, because it can give me items that are for the better for later. Even if I can't use it at this time, at least I can then plan to make a move towards using it. I'm floating. What has happened? Why am I floating? I'm floating and I cannot move. What? What? What has happened? That was fun. I'm glad that I just had the sight of grace there, because I would have been really mad if I made it all that way and just... that, whatever that was. Just want to ride the horse. Please don't glitch again. Thank you. So I found quite a few areas that are like this, but a lot of the times I can't get into these buildings. The doors are closed and they refuse to open. I see an area that I can possibly get to. There's a ladder upwards right there. Not sure if this is gonna go well, but I can try. I have not had any glitches like that, but I am playing on PC, and man, we need a patch for optimization. I'm getting some stuttering, and I have... It cuts off. That's the first time I've had any sort of problem with the game, to be honest. So I'm not really complaining. I just about fell. This is worrisome. I'm not sure how you're supposed to get to there, but it's probably not this way. Please just stand here. I made it. Oof. That is probably not how you're supposed to get here. That's not what I meant to do. That entire thing was funny. I'm gonna go back there and try that again. Hopefully with a little less failure. I made it there, though. I didn't think that I was gonna make it there to begin with. Shortcuts. Really high tower. Okay. So drop down to here, and I can climb the tree. Climb it up to like here. Hop onto here, run and no. Well, I don't see an entrance down there. I'm not sure how you're intended to get into these areas. There was even a spirit that was long dead. You can't attack the spirits that are white, by the way. That was asking how you got into this door that had a tree with an ender symbol on it. He said something along the lines of he just wanted to be a warrior, but the doors would never open. And there was an NPC invader there, too, that I had defeated. The doors still didn't open once I defeated the NPC invader, but it was the whole thing. The trees are slippery in the rain. Who would have guessed? Can't run straight forward that way. That makes it difficult. There's like a little lip on the tree that doesn't let me run straight forward that way. Probably to try and prevent the very thing that I'm doing, but, you know. Oh. It looks like there may be separate ladders just over there. I'm not even sure where this is gonna lead if I get there. Really that far killed me? I may just try the other lift then, because I may be able to drop to the different points to continue climbing. I just didn't notice there was another choice for ladders. Like a mausoleum over there. found the big giant walking bell tower from the loading screen eventually, and I actually ended up taking it down to the ground so that I could go inside. There was something that it was asking me to submit a certain item that I didn't have though inside. So I'm not really sure about that one. I can drop down to there, but what's the point? The point is there's a ladder there. Okay, guess we'll go down there. Dead end. But it's not. Just about fell. That was scary. Oh, 1,000 just for one enemy? That's surprising. Looks like I can keep walking around. Don't know why I would, but... no item ahead. Okay, guess I won't. Too high up. Yeah, I kind of get the feeling it is. I get adrenaline, which is motion sickness. That looks like a possibility. That looks like the way to continue. But I don't see a solid way there. Try down. Well, that's kind of what I thought, but... I'm gonna struggle with this. Convincing myself to actually make that drop. I just need you to fall off the edge. Wait. Stop. Okay, that works. Okay, so I actually made it to the ladder and survived. Great. So I've made no progress. As soon as I reach the top of the ladder, I'll have progressed, though. At least some point. This is higher than the other ladder. Right. This left has a chip. Okay. I believe you. Oh. That's fun. Okay. I feel this ridiculous sense of motion sickness when trying to do this. Trap ahead, think carefully. Danger ahead. Regret ahead. What? Was I supposed to drop down somewhere? There's items down there. Not sure what I was supposed to do, but I'm doing this now. Ugh. Wasn't regret yet. Turn back, no item ahead. There is an item ahead, I can see it. Hi. Hit me. That is not what I meant. So, are you not gonna fall? Is that the point of this? love the idea of this narrow pathway that you have me on. Just go that way. I was hoping you'd fall over the edge. That was lucky, not bad. Did you just try to breathe fire at me somehow? That's ridiculous. I was really... Just fall off. Thank you. Oh. So it was worth it, because those are expensive everywhere. So, can I climb this? I can. But it just leads me back to point A. Weird. So this is where I began climbing up when I took the right pathway. Right as in the direction, not as in right the right way. Is there a possibility I can make the jump? Here. I should try. Nope. Didn't kill me, though. Try Fortnite. I'd rather not. But it doesn't look like there's a place to go from here. That's grand. So, no matter where I fall, it's gonna kill me. Right? It didn't. So what's the point of going up here if there's no way actually up? Right. Not here, futility. I feel like it might be, though. Well done. I'm looking for other ladders, too, down below. Like any sign of anything that could help. Danger ahead, look carefully. Yeah, I know. Regret required ahead. Yeah, because there's nowhere to go from here. I'm super confused about what this area was supposed to be for. Was it just all for that stone key? Because if so, that's kind of a useless thing. That ladder isn't leading anywhere, so I definitely need a different one. Stay calm. I'll try. There seemingly isn't a pathway that way, unless I go up and around. Fire ahead. I feel like this should have been a hidden path. There's a drop-down spot right there, but it leads back to the same area. I'm alright. A little confused, but I'm doing alright. The game is really fun, but I'm, as this note says, confused. Right now. Oh, I'm so dead. I was not supposed to fall there. I'm dead. It didn't kill me. There's tons of ladders and things, but I don't see what I'm supposed to be doing here. I keep running into dead ends instead of heading up further. No, I got that I can go over there. That only leads up temporarily, though. It's still a dead end. I don't see anything up here, though. So, maybe. It's supposed to be there still. Stay calm. Port ahead. Oh wait. What about this way? Decoy ahead. Enemy ahead. Be wary of the left. Oh, this is where I defeated him. And drop down from the dead end. Yeah, I have no idea why this entire area is a thing. No item ahead. But there might be a ladder. Maybe. Turn back. No. Okay, maybe I should have listened. Dead. Too long to grab. There's a different castle over there, though. I need to find a way down, I think, now. I found a way to the key item that I think that wanted me to get. Now I need to go down. This is Caelid, though, so it's supposed to be hard. I just don't exactly get what the point of all that was. Oh, another dragon. Two of them. Is it two of them? There's just one that looks weird. No, there's definitely two. That's interesting. rune arcs. Somber smithing stone. Pasture leaf. That's interesting. Dead end, therefore turn back. But is there something I can see? Not here. No, I get that. Well, I mean, that's very pretty. Missed one of the items. Dragon wound grease. I actually like the view that's behind on the other side better. So are you hiding an item? Because there's two of you. Gotta run. Enjoy the rest of your day. You too? That was fun. I swear there were two of them. I defeated that thing and got inside there. That's where it wanted me to offer an item that I didn't have. So what I'm... Oh, I should probably head towards this, actually. Let's do that. A solid... Oh. Behind me. Well, I could still do that. I do want to find a way across this first, though. I think I can make this jump, actually. It didn't jump. Oh. I know where that area is. Not because I've been there with this character, but because I was in my previous streams. Okay.